Trying to have it plugged in, propped on the thing, and the thing in the behind it slides, and I don't really know if that does much. Where my sunglasses at? No, don't mind me. The radio's on, but it's not super loud, so we should be okay. The dog's being calm so far, and I'm feeling just kidding. Oh yes, I meant to mention. Oh, I'll just, as soon as I say a joke, I'll just say, don't like it. Just, I can't. Well, actually, I might be able to. One momento. Uno momento, I say. Uno momento. Oh yes, I haven't listened to that song yet. Oh, and he's live too, is he? Of course he is. Of course, said the horse. Of consciousness. Okay, I'll be right back on the screen. I'm sure that there's about 15 people or more there. 15 people, maybe more. Am I unable to put it in the I guess I can put it here, or I can put it in the description. Just a minute here. Sunny hush. I'll put it in both places, just in case. Just in case it's needed. I'll be right there. I see there's 4 of you there. And so, here I am. Oh. You're like, what have I got myself into today? Welcome. So I am just going to sugar my coffee. I need to focus so I don't put too much in. I do anyway, usually, just kidding. And I'm going to give something to the dog, which will hopefully distract him. Thank you. We got 2 of you here, and oh yes, I'm really warm. And I'm not actually too warm yet. I'm surprised. I was a little bit chilly this morning, and I think that this kind of looks neat, maybe a little silly, but also kind of neat, colorful, fancy, hippie-ish, whatever you want to call it. Goofy, sure, I'll go with that too. But the point is, we're going to have a good time, so welcome. I wasn't intending to, well, I had a playlist I was looking through, and I had something else on that one. Still set up, now going on almost 2 days, but I'm looking at some things, trying to figure them out, and not really managing to do so yet. So, just when I thought I did, I saw more menus. I don't know what to order. I don't know what food I should have. But I do have a muffin here. If you'd like to nibble on something and grab a drink while you enjoy your time visiting, you're welcome to do that. Or not, but just stay hydrated, That's all I say. Well, I say more than that, but that's what I say right now. You will find out I will say a lot more. And how about you? Feel free to join the chat, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you'd like to say how you found the channel, or if you've been here before, I might recognize you when you comment. But if I do know you, yeah, don't just look, I I heard someone say the other day, I don't want to interrupt the stream, so I'll just watch it. It's like, why not participate like people do for yours? Like, I mean, I don't understand. Brandon, if you're here, let me know. What else? What else before I take you to the other room? Oh, I was listening to a couple funny radio hosts this morning, and there's one who was a little bit, I don't know what to say, a little bit, I don't want to say sensitive and dramatic, but sensitive and dramatic perhaps. However, they were talking about, when the body does things that kind of embarrass at odd moments. I mean, a yawn's a yawn. I mean, it doesn't always mean you're bored or tired. Like you said, sometimes you just need oxygen. But there was one example that they had, and it was the other host that was actually kind of getting more worked up about it. And that's the other guy was just being sarcastic. It's all good, and I don't mean multiple sclerosis. That is not. None of it's really a thing to joke about, but sometimes the jokes just roll out, and it's like, oh, it's like, oh, Much love to anybody who's struggling with disabilities and health issues of the mind or the body or both. Maybe you have a bit of a combo going on, and I understand what that can be like sometimes. Okay, you didn't want that. Where did you put it? Okay. What in particular, honey? Particular perpendicular. This dog has this train. Oh, that's tiny. I mean, first of all, you should just behave in a podcast, but you're sitting so nice, and I want to get rid of this bag, and that's so tiny. I was worried about him choking on that, to be honest. Okay, so, focus. We got 10 of you here. Now, one thing I want to say about anybody one thing I want to say to anybody that watched last night and to who's here now, is thank you. But also, it's entirely possible that people are unable to comment, or at least there's sometimes a glitch. I was watching a couple things earlier, and it was, I don't know what it was, like where the comment section normally is, there was like this, wasn't a question. It was like there was one thing that said for families, and then there was another thing, I can't remember. It was only this morning. I've only been awake 2 hours, don't blame me. But there was something else in front of it, and the comment section just wasn't, and sometimes it's just not there. But I believe it's there. I am doing this on the cell phone, so I'm sorry if you get interrupted by advertisements often. I'm just thinking of that now. I don't know how to set that to a limited level on the cell phone, and I'm kind of just realizing that. I usually use the laptop, or I just don't think of it. But anywho, here we are, all together. 1, 2, 3, woo! So, channel's about uplifting, wellness, and doing music. In community and company, and apparently strong coffee. I know I was talking and not quite counting, even though I'd intended to. Did I not put 3 scoops in? Let's put 5, just to be safe. Just kidding. You're like, oh, this guy's going to be on 5 sugars in his coffee? This is going to be a wild one. You might as well like, subscribe, hit the notification bell now, just in case. Yeah. So, Anita pulling thread. Hey, my name's Anita. Why are you telling me to pull thread? Because I need something sewn. That's why. Why else would someone ask somebody to pull some thread? Just pull some strings for me, okay? Please. I don't know if that looks too good. So, I know that I set up the video, I titled it, I added a little description. At the moment, I can't remember what I said. I know that I said, I can't just sit around when there's all this, something about, laughing and making jokes in kind and with love at the base. Doing music. Other than that, it's all a blur. So somebody help me out. Whoa, whoa. Emmanuel Brierly, first time on the channel. How did you come across it? I'm glad that you're asking, not just saying, and let's just say half correct. How's that for you? Just like a lot of people. Not like everybody, but like a lot of people. Like, what'd you call me? Not gay. But hey, it's okay to be gay. That's what I say. Hey, 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 hey. It's okay to be gay. Well, I prefer that you stick around and not say bye, and spell it B-I, but yes. I was going to say you're a smarty, in a good way. But amazingly, because people say gay community, gay club, gay pride, gay this, gay all the time, everybody gets clustered into that category. Not everybody's in that exact category. So I'm glad that you realized what it meant. So, I'm also just a little chilly in the morning and think this looks a little neat. The pattern looks neat. So, yes, I'm just wearing whatever you want to call it in my video for now. So, we got 16 of you here. Also, I realize sometimes somebody thinks they hit a like and they accidentally unhit it, or they're having such a good time in the chat and listening that they leave and forget to hit it. That's happened. I've seen that happen. So just keep trying. Make sure that you get that like in there. Do you eat deep fried? Oh, Clark. Oh, Rip Clark and his play with words and his quirky personality. In his bunion soup. I know. I know. And now you do too. You're welcome. Where does this come from, Emmanuel? Where does that kind of question come from? You like my mind? No, but other than that. Emmanuel Brierly, or is it Brierly? Oh, certain word maybe precipitated that one, my bad. No, but really, it's very random. And I know, so am I. But, sometimes it's good to kind of know where this randomness is coming from. So we can, what's the word? Analyze it. And I am at 79%. How delightful, right? I know, I can just see your excitement on the other side of the screen. Very 79! 79 number. Woo! Okay? Because you're sick? Because you just wanted to? That's what I like. Was that from you, Emmanuel? Or one of the other lovely four of you? I used to skip at school. A lot of guys did, actually, and I'm sure some of them weren't, you know what. It was just popular in my school. Everybody was doing it. Nobody skipped it either. Because I wanted to go out with your friends. And you didn't want to do that after school. I'm not going to ask what grade you're in or whatever. We can, what I don't know is fine as far as that goes. I don't have a filter, but I still try and be a good influence. And the world doesn't have a filter. A filter? And it seems like you all about the silly as well. So that makes two of us. How about the other seven? I've been told I'm a very uptight person. I'd like to be more silly. And you seem like the kind of person who could advise me on that. Just kidding. Yeah, me too. And that's silly just in its own. Just in itself. By the way, was it you that liked, by the way? If not, I hope you will. I see it works. At least most of the time it's working, I think. So, I have ADHD. I have other letter combinations. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a melting pot of delight. So, I've been writing some songs. I've been getting some grand ideas. I've been, I don't know, when will my heart be loved? Now seems like a pretty good time, as good a time as any, and now and forever. Now and forever. So just because I'm hyper and so are you, I don't know, it's kind of interesting that gets associated with GAY. What do you think of it, eh? It really is. And now we got 9 of you here. I remember one person once told me, Kyle, where are you? It was Wednesday, you'd be next door. Oh, wait, that's a different name. Anyway, or he said, well, I thought you were just like an eccentric artist. I'm more of a musician than an artist, but yes, and kind of. I don't know. I don't think of myself as eccentric, and G in the GNC says I'm the normal one, so take that for what it's worth. I don't know. We both have normal moments. Sometimes often, sometimes not. Normally we don't, though. Get it? Normally we don't. Where's the drummer? Some people think, he thinks he's all that. No, I think I'm mostly that. Sometimes I'm all that, but usually I'm just mostly that. Now, what is that, anyway? You tell me. You tell me, Kate tell you, woo woo woo, I don't want this to go under the couch. So I'm gonna be a grouch and hide it, and hide it. And I think you tell me do it, but screw it. I've got nothing but love and falling ocean. I've got nothing but cake by the ocean. Amused yet? Just kidding. Emmanuel, you have such a festive name. I can't but think of Christmas and think of Emmanuel, I think. Or at least religion. But anyway, we don't have to talk about that. Unless we do it in respect, because that's what it's all about. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, act that is, yeah, a little respect. And a whole lot of love. Pleased to meet ya. I'm not usually this hyper so early, but I had it in me today. Coffee helps a little, as coffee will. Emmanuel, you still here? So you with your friends yet? Or are you like, no, I decided to bail on them and plan for another time. This is intriguing. Yeah. Yep. That it is. I would agree. Oh, wait a minute. I said it. Just kidding. But maybe you thought it. Maybe you even said it to yourself or to your friend. Isn't this intriguing? Isn't this amazing? What is this? I don't know. I'm still waiting to find out. Just kidding. This is having a good time and just trying to get through the day when sometimes life is difficult. And sometimes what one is meant to do in their life at a certain point in time is bring laughter, bring music, bring company to the lonely, unlaughing, not heard enough music in your day kind of people. So, voila. Anyway, I'm not always this goofy. Sometimes I'm talking about real serious things, and I guess there's some undertones of that within this. So is there anything serious I'd like to talk about? You're like, this guy seems really smart. I bet he's got lots of good advice he could give me, and boy, do I need some right now. So here I am watching this thing. But if he doesn't stop being goofy, so you can get serious. What do you have to get serious about? And 3 of you left. They're like, no, I don't want serious. I just came here to laugh. If he's about to get serious, I'm hitting the road. It will still be well balanced, I promise. Because it's all about balance in life for the most part, right? And, yeah. Yepers. Man, I have a hard time having all of that muffin in one one swoop. Oh my goodness gracious. So, now I'm trying to decide what next. What next do I bring into your day? Do we want to hear us? Oh, well, that's the other thing that I sometimes don't notice when I set it up on the phone, is I don't know if I monetize this or not. And if I did, then I can't play the one thing yet. Is there anybody? Actually, I do see Canadian dollars in the corner there. Like, I don't actually see them, but I see that it's got it there. And PayPal's going through changes lately, but hopefully it's all good, because that's what we got. Some of it. And just like the donation, conversations never forced, but strongly encouraged and invited. And I think I've had as much of this muffin as I want for it now. You want the rest? Just kidding. There's something about it. Maybe I don't like them like I used to. Anyway. So you have, Emmanuel, you're still there? So you have all delight. Sorry, I know what this stands for. I'm just trying to be a goof. I mean, I usually don't even have to try. So, you know, but sometimes it takes a little effort. You have all daddies have delights. I don't know. But ADHD is very common. You know, just like diabetes, I think all of us have it to a level, or will end up having it. I mean, it's, you know, whether we call it the digital world or otherwise, like, it's just, so many of us multitask. It's how we think we're keeping up in the world. It's how we feel like we're being productive, or it just naturally happens. And I would say that's ADHD at its finest. What are you doing? What are you doing there? Just sneezing, standing funny? Okay. If you say so. In diabetes, well, I talked about that in a couple of recent videos, so, I mean, I think that one's also explains itself, so I won't. So, I'll let you choose the adventure that we go on together next here. Do you want it to be about health? Beauty? Wellness? Just kidding. All those in one? Music? Or something else? And don't say something else. Tell me what that something else would be. Because I know that there are sarcastic, quirky, goofy people like me out there that would probably have said, I choose something else. Well, you can have it in here perhaps, depending on what it is, but most likely, you just have to tell me what it is. Must be a long something else. In fact, that hasn't came through yet. Just kidding. You're like, what was that? And a couple of you, I think, just tuned in as I'm going. It's my morning exercises. We should all do them. You gotta get things circulating and moving and grooving, right? And you're like, I don't know if we do we? After seeing that, I'm thinking maybe we don't. But yes, no, otherwise, you know, as you slowly get older every day, every moment, your body will start to complain if you're too stagnant. And that's something that I sometimes need to work on. So, and a lot of us do, but some of us are more naturally geared to it. And you would say, I thought people with ADHD were always... Wouldn't that have been a great moment to tune in? And sometimes we are. Try again. Okay, one of you left. They're like, okay, that freaked me out. Freaked me out a little bit too, but you know, I'm used to me. So, anywho, but yeah, so, but other times we're just, I'm so tired with this ADHD thing. And whatever else we got going on. So, yeah. Now, that's the one thing about doing it on here. But I did that the other day, or at least I thought it did, but it didn't. So then we tried to kind of compensate that, and I'm not sure if it did. It didn't look like it this morning, but I don't know if I had to reload it. So anyway, and you're like, what is he on about? A little bit of everything under the sun, and some above it. Sometimes, I tell you, watch, Jackie just tuned in, she's like, and possibly Squid, and they're like, yeah, we can attest to that. We can attest to that. But I hope that you're studying well, because there will be a test. And again, if anybody sees Dallas in the comment, please let me know. At the moment, I just have the one device. Well, I do have the other device handy, but I might even have it open to this, but I don't think it's counting myself as a view. Either way, I've still got 4 at the moment, 25 minutes in. Not bad. Emmanuel, are you still there? I'm like, no, I went to be with my friend. Well, you had a friend in me. In the friend indeed, but okay then. Charter, just kidding. So we are at 87%. Drops fast, but I can plug it in. But I had a bit of a hard time getting it balanced on the tripod leaning easel thingamajig this morning. And plugged in at the same time. Because it has to hang off the counter a little bit, and it's tricky, man. Just know it's not an easy feat. Easy feet, doodle-doodle-doodle, easy street, where the something. Anyway, I better not cover a song I don't know all the lyrics for, right? I could make them up, of course, but easy feet and hard hands. I'm sorry. Sorry. I apologize in advance for anything that's a little too wild, but you know. Anyway, advances of time. Anyway. Okay, the dog's being good. What if I take this over there? I think he's being good because I'm standing and he thinks I might... Well, no, you'd think, since I'm standing in the kitchen, you'd think he might think I might drop something. You'd think he might think, I might think, to drop something that he might like. I might not want to drop it. Poetry at the open mic. Somebody, or nobody, should drop it. Good morning, brother. Tim Scold. Well, one of you is skipping school and one of you is being Mr. Scold. Schooled. Interesting name. Or it sounds Dutch or possibly Swedish. And glad to have you here. First time to the channel? How'd you come across it? Don't mind me, I'm just silly. Swedish. Okay, cool. Hey, do you know Axel King? There's a song I quite like, but there's something about it I don't like, so I won't do it. Sorry. Yeah, first time to the channel, how'd you come across it? Remember to like. Don't just be here having a good time with the chat. I appreciate the likes. Subscribe and hitting the notification bell if you haven't already. And let's do this thing, whatever it is. Yeah, I hope it doesn't do anything else. But even if it looks like it does, like it did last night, it might not. So it's all good. We'll keep rolling. We'll keep having fun. I think it's quite windy and cold out, and I think it's supposed to be blowing snow, so who wants to go out in that? Just subscribe, God bless. No, thank you. Thank you. God bless you as well. 2 arms. Anyway. So you just randomly came across? Okay, you still haven't liked, but I know you're thinking about it. I can see it in your eyes from across the screen. Just kidding. Anyway, that's one thing to know about me, you know, since if you just discovered me, is that, and I'm hoping that when it dropped from 4 to 3, it wasn't you that left, and now 3 to 2. What's happening? People's devices are dying. People's lives are getting distracting. They're having to go about their day. And it's great. If they have a purpose, this is mine. Welcome to it. Having a purpose is important. Having a porpoise is having a turtle. Anyway, I have no filter. I'm a diverse fella. I noticed you said God bless. If you're still watching, and anybody else who is godly, the opposite's not welcome here. But when I say that, I don't mean you can't not be religious. Just don't be crazier than me. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I'm agnostic. I say, you know, that covers most of the basis. And we don't have to get hugely into religion. To be honest, I'm not super well versed. I mean, I know the basics, but that's not really what this is. Although, that being said, it would be a great segue. I started my morning in kind of an interesting way, actually, thinking about a church I used to go to, and an idiot there. Like, some of you might be thinking, churches with idiots? But you know what? The whole world has them, not just in churches, you know? It's just there's more of them there. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't mean to offend anybody. Anyway. No, the concept of that particular church was great and lovely, and it was good for a while. I even went to another one with with a famous family. Mm-hmm. Any guesses? The Osbournes? Wrong. Try again. Sorry. Rip Ozzy. Not that I'm a diehard fan, but I like some of his stuff. So, Rip Ozzy. I'm sure he's very peacefully rocking out in heaven. You know. This is why I don't say Rip. How can you get a rock... Here's a joke. How do you get a rock star to be quiet? You don't. Sorry. Anyway. Same with, the other types of music that he did. You know, it's just, yeah. We're too busy having a good time, having a party, you know? But, anywho, and I was thinking the concept of kill him with kindness or give him a taste of the medicine. Which one's the best method? And I was saying all kinds of interesting things in a chat I was having, as I do sometimes, as I sometimes, anywho. And basically, I had an idea over on the weekend that I'm going to let you in on in just a moment. Are you ready for this? You're like, well, that's a stupid idea. Walking to the kitchen with a Jody Bowl, dancing and singing a song. I know, but I had to do it. So, Anyway, so Tim, are you still there? Emmanuel, maybe you had to go about your day, but I appreciate that you were here for a little while. Hopefully you'll be back. Hopefully your friends, if you're with friends right now, hopefully they like me as much as you seem to. If not, give it time. It'll happen. And some people might say, okay, I get he's being funny and silly, but he seems very egotistical. There is such a thing as a healthy ego. I have had times where I've not felt it. Might as well enjoy the times that I do, right? You're like, no, I'd rather not. Just kidding. No, I mean, I don't know. I can't remember if it said more than one there a moment ago, but it only says one there now, and one's all you need for fun, right? Two can make a dream come true. You're like, which one was it that did that the other day? Ray and JP? I don't even remember. Anywho, and I was going to say 3 musketeers, 4 calling birds, 5, something, and a partridge in a pear tree. That's a fun Christmas song, eh? It's very sequential. You're like, yeah, you're going to actually do it? Or if you'd like me to, I could, I suppose. I've also heard of one that was a parody, kind of, and it was based on, like, coffee shops. I think Starbucks specifically, but that place is too expensive. Why promote them, And you're probably sitting there thinking, I happen to like Starbucks, but, okay, sure. No, it's not everybody's cup of tea, even at Starbucks. Oh, no, because it's like $8? No, just kidding. Anywho, so, Anita pulling thread. There's that Anita again, and she's still pulling thread. Don't mind me, I have no filter. Anyway, that could mean so many things, that really could. So, maybe it does. Anywho, so, and it looks like you all that, but that could be wrong. But I'm going to keep it rolling, and I think he really meant to hit it. He seemed to like it. Maybe he's coming back. He's like, I'm going to come back, I got to do some stuff, I'll come back and enjoy it, and I'll like it then if I still like it. Maybe that's what he thought. Maybe. And I think he would still like it. Hopefully. Because that's the way, I like it, or is it, I want it, I like it, and I want it that way. Anyway, I like it that way, oh baby. If I can't get myself to do a full song, I'll just do snippets. I'll just do snippets, and it'll be sweet, sweet. Anywho. And Zog's like, it's been a while since I've seen you this happy. Hey, it's not like I'm always moping around. But it's not like I'm not either, so. Anyway. So, yeah. Who needed that playlist I had open? I was meant to be here on this app. Oh, that's something I was going to do. Well, I'm remembering to do it because I'd almost forgotten. Now, I can actually do it myself. I don't necessarily have to ask your help for this. But I might ask it for something else. Stay tuned. You're like, I don't want to help you. Why would I want to help you? I don't even know you. All the more reason. Just kidding. All the more reason. It is helping season. It is giving time. Thanksgiving is coming up in the States, or has it already happened? I don't know. I'm in Canada, so I know Christmas is on its way. Christmas times are coming, Christmas times are coming, Christmas times are coming, and I know I'm coming. And that was so ironic, I just slid that to the other side, because I was reminded of that song from the other side, and you're like, what? And I'm like, you betcha. Now, you look, puppy dog, like you want to be distracting and sing as well. And I'm trying to focus on this randomness of which I am posting. So, okay, then you wonder. So if it's going to be distracting, I'll have to go put him upstairs. And we just came from there. So, and I gave you a thing of drink. So, no, I don't think you're going to. I'm going to have to go put our dog upstairs just while I'm doing this so that he doesn't get noisy or do anything he shouldn't do. So at the right, whoops, whoops. Okay, the person that just tuned in, I hope you stay for a while, whether you're first time here or not, to see if you like it. I'm just got to go really quickly take care of something, under 5 minutes, probably under 2. And if anybody else comes in and is like, doesn't look like, just let them know that greatness is about to happen. Okay, you left. That wasn't greatness. Try again. But maybe it was meant to be. Maybe that wasn't the person that this was meant to see this. I can't think of what that would even mean, how that would even make sense, but it's possible. So, yeah. 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 Other side, and it's like it's telling me something. Okay, there's not been anybody here. It doesn't look like for the past 2 or 3 minutes. The dog's been quiet, but that would have been a great time, and it shall be a great time. There's Shelby again. Anybody named Shelby this season? Let me know. I named a dog that's making art balls. Don't worry, it's just propped up on a piece of furniture, ground level. But yeah, if anybody is named Shelby watching this, and you know a guy named Shelby, I have an interesting memory. Now, it might not be what you're thinking. But I don't mean to play the victim with saying somebody else's fault. I had a bit of fault in it. It was a good thing. He had some as well. I've never forgotten it. Get your mind out together. But I know our dog, and I know that sometimes he's not going to do that. He's already had a chew stick, so it's all good. Now, next thing is, we've got nobody here, so might as well not ask anything. It's bright enough on the screen, the window, even though it's not that bright out, it's not that cloudy either. Yeah, that's starting to feel cold and wintry, so I'm good, thanks. I'm all good with not having that. Thanks for asking. Oh, goodness gracious me. I wonder what gave that guy that sense, especially the Emmanuel individual, especially since having ADHD, like that it didn't just look like that. It must have been the thing I was wearing. It must have been. But oh well, what can you do? Keep wearing it. Keep explaining it. Keep reminding people that it's a thing and it's okay. It's okay to not be gay and not be straight. Anywho, so all that said, what's next in this lovely podcast, you may ask? You're like, well, first of all, it's not lovely. Second of all, I don't care. I'm out of here. But they're like, but maybe I do. I'm slightly intrigued. Or there's someone else that came in altogether. Either way, I welcome you. Either way, I welcome you. So, and it's a very good, okay, or not, if you like. It's a very good question. It's a very good question that many people have wondered through the ages. You know, what's he going to do next? What kind of amusing and delightful things is he going to do next? I myself have wondered from time to time. Sorry. Anywho, so, again, this is where I kind of feel like, you know, I am leading the way. I'm the leading, healing, artsy-fartsy, musically inclined, one that's cheering for you in your life and hoping you're doing the same for mine. That's kind of where the handle came from. And I've said it before, even being my own channel, I find other stuff. That's not even mine. Yeah, so there's definitely going to be that. But otherwise, you know, again, as long as everything's in kindness and respect, you can choose your own adventure while you're here. I can do music. I can do more comedy. I go, please, anything but that. I'm just kidding. Obviously. I can sort through the drudgery of life. You're like, ooh, what does that mean? Anyway, and I don't mean, this is the thing. I found myself, I mean, it's kind of how I am, but not really, but kind of at times in my life, including recently. It's like sometimes and maybe it's that I've, you know, the ones that come for a few seconds and leave, and you know how I left that off sometimes. I don't know. I mean, I am a fairly sarcastic person. I mean, you know, for the most part. I mean, but I can also be very serious. I mean, you know, and I can also have lapses in my thinking. But yeah, no, it's just, you know, sometimes I'm more like that than other times. When I just kind of like, some people would call it putting words in your mouth, but that's not what I'm doing. I mean, maybe kind of, but doesn't mean you can't put words as well. You know, you can't, you know, say your own lovely thoughts. I was going to say you can put words in my mouth too, but I think I do pretty well with that. Anywho, so, I had an idea the other day, and I know G would like to see it happen, and part of me would. I did a song a while ago. I had an idea the other day, and I did a song a while ago. Where, now it is kind of faith-based. In fact, there's another kind of faith-based song in the description that I put. But the lyrics are very that's not my favorite word, I promise. Very lovely. You know, that's the other one you've been using. Anyway, they really are, though. And the one time when I played it, it was quite well received. You know, on YouTube when I played it. I don't know if I've ever performed it out. I haven't been getting an opportunity to perform out very much. So this is where it's at, folks. So I was thinking I could, you're like, well, you should. You should. You're very worthy. We don't want to give you attention on here. We want to make you feel like you don't have it here so that you go promote it. Again, don't drive. Don't like public transit. Loud environments as a lot of those places are. I mean, maybe, but I don't want to say it's an age thing because lots of 50, 60, 70, even 80-year-olds sometimes sometimes, go to such places by choice. But I'm not one of them. Just kidding. It can get just as wild here sometimes, I tell you. But anywho, so I was thinking I might do. Oh, thanks for the like. I was thinking I might do that song. And which song is it, you ask? Well, one of them is called So Will I, and the other one's called Come to the Table. And with the latter one, which I was actually thinking first, it may seem like a bit of a weird idea. Thanks for the hearts. I'm seeing it on the laptop, but not on the phone. So that's cool. Seeing your hearts in the background. And I almost thought that was a third like. I have a feeling like one of the two of you, because one of those likes was already here, has not liked yet. Highly recommended. And appreciated. Subscribing, hit the notification bell, and all that good stuff. I should scroll down. I feel like I'm... Ooh, I almost hit something. I feel like I might be missing a comment. No, not yet. Okay. But if you put it, I will not miss it. I promise. Unless it's spam or trolling. Anywho, so I'm thinking of doing this song and not belaboring it much longer. And then after that, I'm thinking that I might not give you money, but you can give me money. Just kidding. Sorry. That was the reason I said it. And somebody had a birthday recently. Anywho. I'm not putting a bow on it yet, folks. We're already starting. I haven't even done the song, and I'm already starting to sort the table. Because, sometimes things become cluttered in our life, in our environments. And we can ignore it. Hopping on the internet, doing all kinds of stuff. And we can ignore it. But if we live with somebody, sometimes it'll start to get to them, and they can only ignore it for so long. And honestly, I think it was exaggerating a little bit when he said, oh, the air quality is not going to be good and this and that. I think that came from the sister passing away from cancer, but also having some, never been here, in a different province, having breathing issues. And then the brother being on an oxygen for a little while recently, not long after. He did kind of say, tell yourself what you want or whatever about that. But I do wonder if there was some truth to it. So, anywho, so I will move the pile from there to here, and it'll look like I did something. We have the laptop in front of us, not bad. It may seem like I have a ton of energy, but I am slowing down a little bit, so work with me here. But maybe I should do that song. Would you like it on piano, keyboard, or guitar? You're like, what song is it? Doesn't matter, just pick an instrument. I have the song already picked. I have my nose already picked too, so you won't have to see that. Just kidding. The apples don't fall far from the tree. Sometimes you got to pick them. Anyway. In the meantime, in the nice time, we're having a nice time together. Who wants to have a tattoo? Who wants to get a tattoo while you're here? Which might be a sticker. Okay, once you tell me what instrument, I'll do the song. That's how I'm going to do this. So, get telling me. Forever hold your peace. Oh, I should have started this process a little earlier. All the silliness has kind of got me kind of tired. And it was early in the morning, too. But even if it wasn't. But sometimes it energizes. And then, of course, when we have great people here, being part of the conversation and showing their love, that's very energizing, too. When the two of them leave at the same time, unless that's inaccurate, and one of them comes back or somebody else tunes in, it's beautiful, I tell you, beautiful. So, just tell me the instrument. In fact, you could say any darn instrument you want. Any darn instrument. And if I don't have it as its own instrument, I can still play it. Even if I don't know how to. Isn't that amazing? And there's two ways of which the world is letting people be able to do that. I feel slightly mixed because there is a part of me that definitely recommends people learn an instrument, especially from me. But like, I guess you could say that that keyboard is a piece of technology, and so it's, yeah. So, yep. Oh, really, it's not that cluttered, but anyway. So, we'll hodgepodge on this table, and you get to enjoy it with me. And then when we've cleared the space a little bit, you can imagine, if you start to see me as someone you'd like to hang out with and subscribe to and be a friend to, I'd be happy to do that. And maybe you'd like to sit down with a cup of coffee or a plate of yummy food. And no, it's not that, I'm talking in a virtual imagination sense mostly, but I mean, there are 2 available chairs over there. It's easy to push stuff aside on the couch and have 2 available sliding cushions. This thing's bad for that. But some people might prefer to sit on the floor and eat, for whatever reason. Cultural, they've been homeless before, they just like to be closer to the earth, the ground. Whatever reason, I ain't judging. And because G told me to, and I don't want to say gave me, yeah, I feel like it's something I should do. I really don't think this shelf is that disorganized, though. True, there's a lot on it. Most of it's nicely stacked. He says, I don't know what's on there. Yeah, neither do I. It makes 2 of us. Join the club, But that's something for another day. I did happen to mention to him that I was going to do this. Something like this, so here I am. Again, choose an instrument. I got 1 person only at the moment right now. 3 of you. Choose an instrument. You're like a stethoscope. A musical instrument would be good. And also tell me, have you read a book called Eckhart Tolle, New Earth Awakening to Your Life's Purpose? Watch, somebody will tell me they just read it and not be lying. And I'll be like, woo! Woo! Is this a song I wrote? It's a little bit scribbly dibbly, but yes, I think it is. But that's the thing about sharing your originals on here. I don't know. It's okay to inspire each other. It's okay to share the credit with somebody. But watch it be Axel that's tuned in. But if you're going to take, somebody's content as your own, or you're going to twist it around, don't do that. Do the right thing, which is not that. This is the weirdest lotion I've ever seen. He's like, and somebody would probably say, yeah, and you do seem to be a pretty big fan of lotion. Even by the ocean, I like my lotion. Just kidding. Because I'm sure as heck, it clicks. Kind of, sort of. I'm sure as heck not going to go swimming in it necessarily. Never know, there might be sharks or something, right? Anyway. What do we got? A lovely letter from a friend. You're like, who still writes letters? Old people. People older than me. I mean, I've been known to write a letter every now and then in my life, but very rarely. He was paying us for something, a service, and he was having a hard time sending it digitally for whatever reason. So I think that's why he sent it with a letter. But speaking of letters, see, I don't know. I still haven't received it. Mr. Face seems a little distracted. The other one, the message didn't send through to. So I was in a series of workshops recently, and the first one we had, and again, if this sounds familiar to anybody, I'm not mentioning you by name, and I'm not saying where it was. So, but anyway, the first one, they're like, I thought I recognized you. Anyway, the first one, we had to say what we hope to get out of the 4 workshops. What do I want to share about what I wrote? Because in the last one, she put us in groups of 2s or 3s, and we got to talk about if we felt like we'd done what accomplished what we'd hoped to accomplish. And they put it in 3 different ways, and 2 of them were very similar. The person I was talking to, no offense to her, I felt I could have been better matched for that exercise. We did talk a bit about her son, and again, if she sees this and it's like, this is my story you're telling, it's like, but I'm not saying who you are, so it's all good. Anyway, but not there's more than one person with a son with addictions, and that's not meant to sound unempathetic. I think that if she were to see this, she would know that I was very understanding, and I even offered some interesting advice. Sure, not asked for, but I feel like maybe it was implied that she was, needing the healing, needing the support. And I said something, and she went, didn't really say anything, didn't even really thank me for it, unfortunately. She's like, well, I'm watching now, and I'd like to thank you. No, I was kidding. But only if it's really hurt, please. But anyway, basically, but she didn't say, how do you give me advice I didn't even ask for, or anything like that either. I did it because I was showing care and empathy. And basically, and again, this may seem unique, this may seem very familiar to someone's story, but I don't think it's that unique. Basically, her father had passed away, he was having addictions, and I said if he ever got clean from them, you might want to wait a while before telling him about his grandfather's passing. Because he will have just accomplished getting free from his addictions, which isn't easy sometimes, right? I would imagine. And I just felt, and if he feels close and felt a good connection with his grandfather, then you may want to wait a bit, time to say it to him. I know you want him to know, essentially, but yeah. Anywho, so I'd written outlets, but I'm so glad to have the YouTube community, the music, and to put them together. The spark. Do I say this one? I don't know. Let me have a bit of water and think about it. Sorry, thought I had something on my tooth. Two people just got here and I put my hand in their face. It's like I thought I entered a dark tunnel. There's light at the end of it, though. Here I am, the light in the, being of light for the world, being what's right in the world, as much as I can be. And they're like, I didn't want brightness. I'm blinded now. I didn't want brightness. So off I go. Cool. You're like, what is cool? A lot of things. But back to the topic, which is also cool. I think I said this one. If I didn't, shall I? I don't know. You're like, just say it, don't spray it. I'm just kidding. And what instrument shall I play it on? Oh, maybe I should write a song on the spot. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I should use another platform for that. So would that make it any easier to release an album? Would I want to? This is YouTube, but once you release, another album or book or this and that, there's no one. Unless you go by pseudonym or pen name, and then it's like, so what? Okay, cool. It's showing. Oh, I just want to check something quickly. Although it doesn't say anybody's watching right now, but just making sure I haven't missed anything from somebody that may or may not live in Texas, and may or may not be a man or a woman. Or a woman. Or both. I don't know. Don't take offense to it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying it. Anyway. I don't believe anyone's here right now, but the spark for life back a little more. I already had some outlets. And they're important things to have, when we're struggling and just to have in our life. This is my, I think, most favorite one because of the social aspect of it. And it just is. I'm a very audiovisual type of person. Being musical, it's a great way to share, to put music out there for you all. we all have an important voice to be heard. This is how I allow mine to be. I mean, sure, it's not the only way, but it's quite a large way these days. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate you being here with me as I do so. And I being here with you as you comment lovely, great things. I appreciate it. As you hit the like and subscribe, as you both dash off, or at least it looks like it. You know, if you're worthwhile, if it's meant to be, you'll chat and it'll be good. Connections, I make them. I make them in my ways. I kind of made them there. There was 3 people. There may have been more than 3, but there was 3 people that I made them with. But one's still kind of sort of to be I'm not really sure where that one's going. The other one, I guess you could say the same thing. And the other one, she's just a very busy person. And as I got to know about her, I realized that. That's fine, you know. But I'm hoping that we connect soon. Who is that? Sorry, just a moment here. I'm going to assume it's her daughter. It's all good. Anywho. Mutual healing. That's what this channel is about as well. I mean, so both of you, welcome to it. At this moment, Jude, we came in, and I'm glad to have you both here. Don't let the numbers decide anything. Decide for yourself. I appreciate it. Learning ways to continue and live our loved ones' legacies that have passed away. Any thoughts on that one? Like, I felt like that pairing that I had at that last session, like, I think I said something about this, and I said it can be hard sometimes, and she said something like that's for sure. I think I may have said I found some mutual healing. I think I may have said connections, hopefully. We didn't talk much about legacy. What stands out from taking this workshop, you know, where it's kind of processing loved ones passing away, it's processing, I don't want to get hugely into it, but one thing that came to mind as I was talking, where is it now? Was we had an exercise that I quite struggled with. And it said, write a letter to someone you have loved and lost. Consider the legacy that that person left and any unanswered questions that you might have for them. Its intention is to write them a hello again rather than a final goodbye. So I'd like to maybe invite us, you know, no judgment, if you're comfortable. The invitation wasn't to skedaddle. Maybe you didn't. It just, okay. I'd like to look at this page just a few minutes more, and then we'll keep doing what we're doing. Remember the looming question. And in fact, I think I'm going to come over here and put it in the chat for a moment here. Just so that it's there and I don't have to keep repeating it. You know, because unfiltered so Dallas provided 2. I hope she'll say something. I should have and it was very confusing. I'm just going to put one other thing that I want to remember so that I don't have to keep mentioning it. It doesn't take a lot of my effort to do so, but okay. Whoops. Just a moment here. My computer sometimes switches keyboard modes. And I don't know why, but so it did that, so. Is that how I want to type it? Maybe I want to type it like this. Okay. So, getting back to things here. Is that something you would like? Okay. This is the one I believe you already know. Let's see. This one. That one. And that one. I'll just read. Oh. So I'm going to put that thing aside for right now. If anybody would like to talk about it with me, we can. Again, it's talking about the legacies that our loved ones have that have passed away, and it's talking about if we were to write a letter to them. If that interests you, I can maybe reference that. In the meantime, if it doesn't, would you like pizza coupons by any chance? There's also chicken wings and stuff like that. Seriously? Did somebody just leave at the mention of pizza? I mean, you do know that they have gluten-free pizzas, right? And vegan, too, I believe. There is the occasional person out there that doesn't like pizza, and I don't think my channel's for that. I'm just kidding. But we're thinking of ordering out at a place tonight, and there's a place that's very popular, but a couple of relatives that are a couple said that they enjoyed it and felt sick afterwards, which would never happen when you're watching my podcast, I promise. Anyway, and in other words, wouldn't recommend it. But it's been getting all kinds of hype, so I don't know. I don't really want to order pizza. I've still not had my special birthday dinner. Can you believe that craziness? I had some pasta that I did up really nicely, and I was finishing that off. I did have cake. Did do a nice live stream. And I don't know. It was a weekday, I think, and the weekday evenings especially just go so quickly. I don't know. It didn't happen. So I hope to figure out something nice to order from some. We don't drive, so there would be a delivery fee unless a loved one can help out. But somebody's going to be watching and saying, "I thought you said you didn't have any of those living a local." I do have a couple of them, and they are a couple. They hit and miss, but I love, but sometimes they're alright. So I don't know, maybe, but probably not. Oh. Pretty sure I told her the time already. So, we're chatting. We're incorporating music occasionally. We're talking about clutter that I'm sorting through, which may or may not actually be a benefit of a conversation for us to have. For both of us. Because a conversation is at least two people, of course. And watch, probably Manuel came in, he brought it around, he's like, okay, this doesn't seem interesting any longer. But it doesn't take very long for it to be interesting again, so the only thing is about this one is that I'm wondering, yeah, there's still quite the confusion, but hopefully we work clarify it. And then it went from 4 to 0. What the heck? And that one would be the one, but What the heck and heck the what? Okay, so I need a pulling thread. The things we sometimes hold on to, eh? Whether we're meant to, whether it's healthy or not. Some people will know that it was something I was thinking to do at one point in time in my life that I've kind of thought might not likely happen anymore. I wanted to open a drop-in center, a wellness drop-in center. Maybe have open mics there, that kind of thing. And let's just say there's a certain someone that I chat with who I guess just forgot that we hit a hurdle and have yet to figure out if we can get past it. But the fact that she brought it up again, and also something else, and actually is nothing to see. Also something else makes me think, is that something I meant to incorporate in the next upcoming days? I've still been meaning to watch this one particular DVD. I just cannot seem to get myself to do it. I guess when the time is right, but when is that? Life is short, you know. But I have mixed feelings. I do. And I have mixed feelings about holding on to this particular series of papers because it's for an agency that most of the stuff they've been doing is still very virtual since the pandemic. Even though a lot of places have kind of gotten back into, the in-person stuff. And that was perfect for me because they want to, and I don't have a lot of background in this particular area, but I'll talk about it anyway. No, but I'm interested, I'm curious. I think of one person, kind of two, that I have in my life and have known. And they didn't have a location. They wanted to start doing things in person again. That works for me, because as I sometimes go on about, accessibility is sometimes difficult. If we can make it accessible, let's do this thing. You know what I mean? I'm just rolling on YouTube right now. If you'd like to check that out, let me know and I can let you know how to get there. Now this is where it could be tricky. Um, Okay, so I'm just multitasking a little bit here. But yeah, so, I was very happy to find out. Okay, might be doable. They've not gotten back to the email. I even sent a follow-up one. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on. But I have 3 papers here. One's a support group facilitator, one is a community outreach volunteer, and the other one is a support group convener. I don't even know what that means. I know I asked when I got the paper. But, I don't know. Or what, but I don't know what's going on with that, and I'd like to. So, how do we do this? Just a moment. I'm so thoughtful, accommodating, needy. Just kidding. This could be very cool. Something that I'm about to try and put in place here. But in the meantime, welcome back. Welcome. I'd like you to pick a musical instrument that you would like to hear me do a song in. I have a song idea. So, put an instrument in my hands, or in the comment section, and I'll do it. In the meantime, I'm also kind of organizing this table a little bit. And I'm finding a comb I don't even recognize. I'm finding an interesting book I may or may not read from. I'm finding a plate that should go in the kitchen. But yes, name an instrument. I can do a song. I don't know if I'm making any progress here, if I'm just moving everything to the couch. Or over here. I put one or two things over here. But what's your birthday? Somebody want to say their birthday? I found a quote calendar thing. And I could read you the quote that's on your birthday. Watch you say mine. It's like, huh, what a quinky dink. I'll keep that handy. That could be fun. The other thing is I'm worried that this table might become too tidy, and it's like, where is everything? There needs to be stuff there. Anybody relate to that? You're like, not at all, actually, but continue. I shall. Didn't need you to tell me. Oh, just a moment here. Okay. I missed the part before, maybe you could type it, the part before you said check it out. And how do I like Canada? Well, it's mostly all I know. It's alright. I'd love to check out other parts of the world more than just virtually, but for now, that's what I'll do. Okay, so, again, if you missed it, one of the questions, I'll bring two questions forth that I think are worthwhile. Not forced to answer them, and you left. So, I'll wait. So, one of them that we're looking at here, aside from doing music and chatting, is writing a letter to a loved one. Okay, didn't like that one? You left at writing a letter? Like, I don't do that. Who does that anymore? Next. It's kind of fun. See this? You know, I know a guy, he plays classical guitar. Watch it be Thomas that just tuned in. Well, actually, he is also that. Thomas that just tuned in, or the guy that plays classical guitar? Both. Anywho, the one guy, I think I write novels, and sometimes I do. Never get them published, but just a moment. And the other thing is that sometimes he's very, very focused on what he's doing, but he's pretty nice, he's lovely. And can't remember if there's nothing I was watching lately, but I don't know what to think of that. I don't know what to think of that. I might need your input, but let's see first if you're interested in chatting, and then we can go from there. So, oh dearie me, I have to plug this in, but don't worry, I can keep rolling. You know, some people might say when you have to plug in a device, it's probably a good time to take a rest, but I don't wanna. So, I want to keep rolling. So you're in luck. So you might just briefly lose me as I plug this in, but I'll be back in just a moment. And in the meantime, feel free to mention your birth date. Lots of people will have the same birth date, and the reason that I ask is I found a calendar thingy-majiggy that has quotes based on birth dates. I just hope I like the one that comes up. And And I'll read it to you, and you might be meant to hear it. It didn't come. The screen didn't go out. I recently had one, and I mean, asking that question, I mean, I always have one, but I recently celebrated it. So what is it for me? I probably looked already, but just in case. It's really weird. It actually combines it with another date, side by side. Maybe I'm meant to know someone whose birthday is November 5th. I don't like it. I don't like my own birthday. Tell me yours. I'd like to read your quote. Please. In the meantime, this has to plug in for a few minutes. And then I'll play a song. I'm no good at choosing things sometimes. Like, you have to tell me what instrument, or it might not happen. Just kidding. This seemed to at least bring a lot of people. I think a couple of them didn't judge. They liked it. They stayed. They commented. I'm chilly, so I'll wear it again. And I'll say, Sonny, what's up with you? I'm not talking about the dog. He didn't even say anything about the singing. Come to think of it. What's wrong with him? There's lots to say about the singing. It's great. It's fabulous. You should have a record deal. You know, these kind of things. I couldn't send. What was the other thing? Oh, the piano playing. Anywho, birthdays, quotes. Let's hear it. Also, for some random reason, I guess the first part of this is somewhere else. And this is what a year starting on February 3rd looks like. That thick. It's a bit of a spill on that side. That's a lot of quotes right there, eh? We've got 5 of you here. And for some reason, not that I do this kind of thing often, but for some reason, the one on the top is February 3rd. So maybe that's meant to be. I don't hate it. It's a lot to wrap my head around. I think as long as I quote it, it's fine and good. February 3rders out there and anybody else, you all left. Like, that's not my birthday. And I might not like my quotes. I might not tell you. I don't know. All 5 left. That was really strange. But one is here or came back. Maybe it's the February 3rd. If it's not, you might be meant to hear this anyway, though. One should simply practice concentration of the mind on the act itself, understanding it to be an expedient, not too sure that word, means for attaining tranquility of mind, realization, insight, and wisdom. Riveting, isn't it? I'll keep this around. I'd like to do more of that in the podcast. This is still charging. I think I have to run upstairs very, very briefly, under 5 minutes worth. I'm going to check over here to see if Dallas is here. And I'm just curious. It's rare that I get actual names. Be right back, folks. I'll remember. Okay, nobody's here right now. Can I do it in here? I can. Whoops. one of you is here. We were talking about birthdays and quotes. If you'd like to say your birthday, if you'd like to suggest a song, got two of you here now. It's been moving and grooving and ebbing and flowing a little bit. Glad to have you here. Um, Sometimes strangers make more sense and can be, strangers are just friends you haven't met yet, and sometimes they make more sense than people you're familiar with. And we can't read their minds and know what's going on, so, but we can try. Just putting lotion on. It's kind of, well, I only just came in contact with him, but there's kind of two others that are making me wonder right now. But yeah, so, why didn't that send? And why did the chicken cross the road anyway? I don't know. Don't mind me. Unless, of course, you'd like to. You know what? I'm going to try something very, very quickly here. Although, is this the device that said that thing? Oh, okay. I just sent to somebody. It didn't look like it sent through, and then they started typing. So, I'll wait. And if you'd like to say your birthday, I'll give you the quote that is on this thingamajiggy on your date of your lovely birth. You laughed. Okay, maybe it wasn't that lovely. Just kidding. Oh, but now we got two of you here. One of the two of you's gotta have a birthday. Gotta have a say in the matter. And I'll read you your quote. This is not like tarot or anything like that, but maybe it is a little bit. A little easily thing too. Easily thing two, and as soon as I say that, thing one and thing two show up. Just kidding, I'm not being mean, I'm just being silly. And quoting Dr. Seuss. So I don't know if I should read February 3rd again. But I don't do this often, but I found this little thing. Dates and quotes. Quotes and dates. It might be very nice, although I don't know if this was a device that did that or not. I think it may have been. Might be very nice to see her briefly on camera, but I'm doing this, so it couldn't be for very long. I'm just going to quickly do it. I think I am. Like, don't do it! I'm here! I made it! Let's just talk here. That's okay. I'm just going to quickly do something. And then there was something else. Oh, right. Okay, it crashed. So maybe not. And people are going to say, well, wouldn't you support that musical? I'm just quickly doing something. In fact, I should multitask and go do the other thing I wanted to do and then come back as well. No, you know what? I actually don't like that song. I managed to make a bit of progress without playing a particular song. I'm just going to go close it from my browser, check something really quickly, and be right there. I'm chilly, and the heat is on. The heat is on. I don't want it necessarily anymore than I do that makes me think so. That's it, totally. I just have someone I know that might be interested in tuning in as well. And I'm sure you do too. But you're here, and that's what's meant to be. So I welcome you here. I hope you might decide to like, hit the notification bell, and subscribe. I was doing a thing. I sound like I'm repeating myself, but I don't know if you were here and heard it before, because if you don't comment, it's the number at the top. Could be anybody. So I was doing this thing where I found this thing of dates, birth dates, or you could just pick a random date if you'd like to, and quotes. Like, what? You're asking me to date? Oh, you're wild, mm-hmm. That's the other thing. I thought she knew that too, but then why is that popping up at the top and also there? You're like, is anybody saying anything? At the moment, no. At the moment, no, and I demand to know why. Oh, that's kind of cool. Anywho. Oh, Mr. Hyrax. I don't know. I am chilly and I don't know what to do. Just kidding. Okay, so, again. Okay, or not. Like, this seems very whimsical. I want someone who knows what they're doing. I have my moments. I have my days in the sun and my moments of fun. And I hate to keep repeating things, so you know what? I'm going to pick a random date from this for you. And this is interesting. Meant to hear it, whether you... Maybe not. Whether your birthday is May 10th or not. This is kind of an interesting quote. They live in wisdom who see themselves in all and all in them. Bit of a thing to wrap your head around. They're like, stop typing to me, I'm here. like this guy is not mad at the other podcast for 3 hours. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes often. But on cold and windy days like today, I'm okay with that. I'm sorry, Daddy? What? I'm sorry? I don't think that radio is that loud. I don't think this lotion is that good. But this is kind of making me think of, but then I don't know if I selected to be monetized in that. So, I know I did that the other day and I kind of wasn't thinking of it then either, come to think of it. But if I did monetize, it's monetized. People can just go to my other videos and donate. That works too. I mean, it's not all about the money, but who's going to complain about it, right? I'm actually doing a little bit better than I had been doing, but money is something that goes quickly. Again, I'm not forcing you to give me any, but I won't complain if you do. But what I would like to force you to do, couldn't tell I was joking, sort of, kind of. Like all three of you left. I suppose some people might say, I tune in and he's sitting here asking me, or hinting that I should give him money. What's up with that? Well, there's been a lot of other stuff before you got here, and there's going to be a lot of stuff now that you've left, too. But I'm not going to be like that guy who I think I hit him. I think I hit him. Who, I hit him and I hate him. Who made up a song for 10 minutes about someone who unsubscribed to him. I mean, I guess when you get in a creative flow, and I suppose it's true, when you know your own worth, and you know the goodness that you're trying to do in the world and on YouTube, you very well could think, I guess we think the other person should realize it too. And they darn well should. Maybe that's why it's so chilly. This is a good post time. They darn well should. Shouldn't be that hard to see greatness and when somebody is trying to do something of great purpose. But some people judge too quickly, or they don't give themselves the time to decide if this guy and this colorful thing that he just put on is worth their time or not. But the answer is yes, by the way. Anyway, but so basically, made up this song about this guy that said he was unsubscribing and sang about him for like 10 minutes. And it got to be where, it was amusing for maybe 5 tops, and then it was kind of like, maybe he's crazy. But, like I said, maybe he was just getting into the creative flow. He was a fellow piano player like myself and singer. He even looked like me when I had my hair down. He wasn't me, but he looked like me. He might as well have been. Just kidding. So, no. I know what that, I'm going to do it, but it still showed, because sometimes it's wonky. So, maybe it will again. And that was the day I was kind of scrolling through streams. So, I didn't understand the one on my dad's birthday. I really don't. I don't know what he's trying to tell me. But, you don't have to guess. I'll just say, whether your birthday is August 16th or not, confidence is the greatest friend. Whether your birthday is August 20th, 21st or not, I don't understand it. If your birthday is not that, I don't get you. I'm sorry, just kidding. I don't get the first part of this, so I might not read it. But I do like the second part. Love abides where it is welcome. It is welcome here. You are welcome here. Especially if you hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell, and possibly join the conversation. It's optional, but invited. Now, I don't want to end up repeating myself when anybody might say their birthday, and I was like, I already read that. I don't want to read it again. Let me make something up on the spot. Kind of thing. which I guess I could do, but only if you ask nicely. Could even make up a song. You give me a few details that you're comfortable saying about yourself, and I can make up a song on the spot, utilizing them, like they do when they bring an audience down from Who's Line, or any other time one might do that. That's kind of a cool idea. And be honest. Let's make it as real as possible. I mean, I can only do what my creativity does, but don't say I'm a 8-foot tall guitar wielding guy from some mystical land or anything like that. Like, be real, and you'll get a real song, as real as it can be. Yeah, that. I'm just going to quickly check something over here. Oh. It's probably in Texas. There rest in peace. Underneath the pie, I'd rather loved ones leave. Remember what I told you when I... Oh, that's very me and Jordan. It's probably in Texas. I have a question for people. A very, very sweet question. I think this was in that backpack that was donated at a place where I got a backpack. Hi, Gina. Welcome. Mama Gina. That's still not being super specific, but kind of is. If you'd be so kind as to give me your date of birth, or a random date, or both, I will give you a quote. I could sing a song about you're a strong mama with a disabled kid, but you're very able. Your heart is not hid. You're learning YouTube, and your birthday's just after Christmas. Unless that's a random date, then the quote, that's what this is. December, my goodness, you got me flipping way back here. Got me flipping. I don't know if this goes back that far. Just kidding. Oh my goodness. They're tight at the back. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You're like, what? What? Oh your gosh, what? Well, let me tell you. I'm a little bit familiar with this commenter, and you're the only one here, so this is definitely meant for you. If the date didn't say it and the page didn't say it, this is definitely meant for you. From what first read, what I process of this is very beautiful, and I think it might be a message from your sister, to be honest. You're like, oh good, another one of those? No, but seriously. With eyes closed, my final thought, even while I'm unconscious in sleep, the dance of life will continue in the silent field of my sleeping body in the same rhythm as the stars above. Rabindranath Tagore. And this is magnetic. Who knew? It's like a random date quote. Or maybe, I think you had a son that had a birthday recently. This is fun, isn't it? Nah! Just keep your tongue in your mouth. Thinking the mask. What was his? Your one kid's the 5th or the 6th or the 4th or the 3rd or what? By the way, just so you remember, it's at the 140 mark in this. And then you can watch the rest of it when you have more time. Just go to your watch history. It's a little 3 lines, I believe, on most devices. Drop down, history, and go from there. I know you said you have stuff to do, but I don't think you left yet. You just got here. I think you're going to give at least 15 minutes if you can, right? It's easy to lose track of time when such greatness is around, but, I really need to get back to my role in that group, by the way, and browse it. Like I said, my access, I've been a bit distracted. My access on the site has been a bit difficult. And doesn't say that you're still here, but that just came in, so I guess you are. And just because of how I have to navigate it lately, and I keep up with the neighborhood group quite a bit, I do what I can. I think there's another one. You say the 1st and the 7th. Okay, they just after my happy belated to them, by the way. I don't know what I think of this one. Maybe I'll send you a picture of that one later, because I'm not sure what to make of it or something, or send you the part that stands out most. And then the November 10th. Which is today, is it not? Oh my goodness, it is. Well, look at that. Happy birthday to them. Can you send me a... yeah, you might have to remind me what it is. But yeah. And then the 10th, today. The 7th. Didn't you say the 10th? Didn't I just... How many dates are you throwing out here? How many kids do you have? Well, your name is Mamma Mia, after all. I'm getting confused by numbers. I don't think I've read this one yet, though. I'm not sure what to think of this one either. I'm sorry. This one hits me in a way that I don't want to be hit. Do you really? Well, you have your hands full. You're like that piano player. You're like, and one of the two people that just tuned in probably was like, oh, you mean Robert? Uh-huh. Oh, wow. Bunch of Scorpios, you. Maybe I should do a Scorpio song. What was I saying? How was I saying it? He's got 5 kids, young man. I don't remember what he does for work, but he plays piano in the morning. And he's a bit too much of a numbers and suit. And there's a couple other things, but gotta like him. Okay, so the 10th, was that one of them? This is that. Okay. Looks like it was. That's today. The message for today, and then who knows? Maybe I'll wrap up, maybe I won't. Also, don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate it. The little thumb thing. You know what that is, because that's the same on other websites too. Thankfully, 3 are grown. Oh, really? You're not that old, from what I know. Okay, 2. Okay, I see. Wow. Interesting. So is this, I don't understand that. But what I think it's saying is find what's unique and live it. This is truly our highest privilege. You have 5 kids and you've only mentioned 3 birthdays, or have I missed something? Wow, you're keeping me busy this month. No, I don't like that. I don't like it. That's not what I expected, and I don't want it. And it's not true. And it's probably next to impossible. But I really like yours. And I, yeah, didn't mind the one I just read, I guess. I don't know if I want to do Band by Scorpions. I mean, it's not my favorite animal. Watch the squid tune in next. Speaking of my not favorite animals, but one of my favorite people that I've been getting to know on YouTube, who represents 3 different animals. Yeah. What was that again? The, December 12th, was it? 29th. Before I lose it way at the back here. And January 30th, 31st just jumped out, if that's anybody's. You're the only one here right now. Man, they're hard to get at the back here. This is not this year, by the way, just so you know, but it could still be relevant. She's going to be real happy that I'm just ripping out the pages everywhere I go. Wow, they are rippable, you know. So, okay, so that's that. I don't know what to say about Sunny, but I love our dog. Do you love your dog? No, I don't even have one, but I'd love to. Anyway, I know you said you have a bunch of things going on. If you need any support as you're going about them, feel free to reach out. Yeah, I'm just hanging out here at home, making sure I eat well, making sure I stay well, taking care of some things on, some open things that I have, doing some songwriting. At the moment, still podcasting, as you can see. Oh, yes, I wanted to ask this. As I mentioned, I think I got it from a donated bag that I bought, and it was in a pocket. And they're glucose tablets. Flavored, I guess. That's weird. It just reconnected, but it didn't do what it did the other day. But I was rolling with the other device, but that was weird. Anywho, I think you did thank you. And if you didn't, I hope you will. And I believe you. That's another way that will make it easier to find the videos and be notified. Just come to YouTube. If you've hit the notification bell, some people are going to say, I don't think you need to tell her. I'm sure she knows. I'm not so sure. So anyway, it's the bell at the bottom below the video. If you're watching this on a cell phone, you might not see it until you see one of the previous videos. And then better. I can't think of how to describe how to find it via a cell phone, but you can find it on the thing. And you know what I mean by that, right? Then you do the drop down, you hit the top one, and you always know when I'm rolling. And that's to be a lovely thing. No, it's just you have to navigate to it in a different way. And I think that you just go to the channel. I can't picture how you do it on a cell phone. Anyway, what is the purpose of these? Why can't you just have some sugar? I mean, I know some people eat sugar by the spoonfuls. Gee. I hope he doesn't get diabetes. I tried to give him a talk. I'll show him that video later. But, I don't know if I really need to keep these. I'm never going to eat them. I really don't think he should. I'm very tempted to just toss them out because I don't think anybody should. At the same time, if they might be of a health benefit to somebody, then I'm going to have to figure out how to squeeze this into that DVD I want to donate to that place, which isn't going to be easy, or I don't know. There was something else I was thinking to put it in those skates. Well, the guy did have asthma. I'd forgotten I had this. They act very quickly for someone with low blood sugar and easy to carry around. And I think I got this not long after, or at least after, and made me think of my friend Ray who passed away of diabetes. So, I mean, maybe that's one reason why I held on to it, other than my confusion. Pocket full of sugar. Well, it is a pocket full of sugar. And a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Medicine go down. Stop playing. Medicine go down. Hey, hey. Spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Ooh, in the most delightful way. There, I dealt with it. Just kidding. More than I already am. A robin feathering his nest has very little time to rest. While gathering insects and trying free, in his pursuit, very little time to... Is that really the words? I don't know. Is it? Well, what now, brown cow? It's like, okay, you're gonna call me brown cow. I got best go do my things then. Well, you probably should anyway, but I know it's very addicting, isn't it? But I'm glad to have you here. Nobody else is here at the moment. What I'm trying to do is decide whether I should wrap up or not. I decided not to do the song I was going to do. I've had the chats. I've had the laughter. I can't think of another song to do. I could do a Christmas song. 'Tis the season, you know. I think you left, but I'm not sure. Other than that, I don't really know. Other than the things I said a few moments ago. So, yeah. Are you still there? Anybody? What's it like to have a birthday just after Christmas? I guess as you get older, you don't expect gifts as much. She's like, oh, I'm expecting gifts. This year on my wish list is... And if I don't, you can't, eh? Well, let me get that bow then. Where is that bow? I've created a bit more clutter in some ways, and I'm losing things in the process. I'm going to have to unbury that and find that. Oh, right. Mm-hmm. My parents always? I'm sorry, what? Oh, that's what you wish you could have back on your birthday and on Christmas? I mean, I relate to that with my dad. I see my mother, although sometimes briefly, and I'm thinking that's probably going to be the plan this year too. I mean, she's been better, but she still has a lot of toxic narcissistic... I'm sorry? What? Maybe I'm misunderstanding something. Anyway, there's a neat spring in this, by the way, just so you know. Spring in my step. Hit the scent. Seems like it, yeah. Well, here's my reward for the day. I'm just going to wear it. People may think it's weird or gay. They might ask, do I own a parrot? Oh, I see. Okay. Even now that we're both old farts? Just kidding. She's like, wait a minute, who are you calling old fart? But you're right. I thought you were saying that your parents passed away. Then I thought you were saying they were divorced. Now I'm not sure if you're saying they divorced and then they passed away. But this is something they always did, or they're still doing it. And hopefully they're still doing it. I may have certain abilities, but psychic and always understanding is not one of them. And that's the thing, in conversations, we can't assume that everybody's going to understand something that we're saying all the time. There's always going to be misunderstandings, to the point where I think it's not worth mentioning if you don't understand. Just ask for clarification. Specifically, like I just did there. Makes you look better, too, because, if you just say, I don't understand, okay, want to elaborate, did you expect to understand everything that everybody says? Because that's a bit of a high expectation. The only thing that really sucks is that no one ever around for a party and nothing to look forward to the rest of the year. Deep! I related to that this year a little bit, but I wouldn't say nothing, just not much. Parents are still alive and unfortunately still married. I see. Well, hopefully they go to couples counseling. They've been doing that for years. Well, hopefully they just tolerate they put up with each other and they're not abusing each other and all that. I need water. And apparently I'm going to spray myself with, you can always tell your dad that, if he cares about, and this is the thing maybe he does, that it's not, you can even come to my channel for healing and answers if they'd rather do that. Like, I'm learning a lot from this guy, possibly, I don't know. He's like, oh, he's even worse than me about coming to YouTube. But he can learn. Your kids can teach him. His kids can teach him. Yeah. But basically, men, especially older men, should not be ashamed to have feelings and ask for help anymore. My mom is a narcissist. Oh, we relate. And an alcoholic. Yeah, my mother, well, she rarely drinks, but now she's got a fancy hoity-toity boss. And in the right weather, they go for pool parties at her house. And something about sometimes she's in the States and we're in Canada, and I don't remember the connection at the moment. And they have alcohol, and both. My step is Catholic, so they don't normally drink alcohol. Isn't it interesting how we can say drink and everybody immediately thinks alcohol these days, right? And then, she never used to be a drinker. She's still not much of one. And thankfully she's pretty safe about driving when she knows she's going to be drinking. Like, she's very, not because she's a lightweight, certainly not. No, but because she's pretty smart. And you're like, wait, I've had a few DUIs because you do weird things when you're drunk. Are you calling me dumb? No, but be smarter. My mom is a narcissist. Can't be me. Anyway, yeah, drunk and a narcissist mixed together, not a good combo. And then Marcy says, you don't want to be with a raging alcoholic. I appreciate her doing that. She's like, oh my god, she's possibly watching right now, and be the first time I'd hear from her. And they would probably say, oh wow, you remembered that, did you? Yes, because it was showing me care and respect, even though we didn't know each other that well, and I really appreciate that. So they're both drinkers. Well then, yes, yeah, like heavy drinkers by the sounds of it. Yeah. Divorce papers. Just kidding. Haha, my dad was raised as was my grandmother Catholic and very into it, and both Catholic alcoholics. It rhymes, but it's that just shows that we can't put our faith in any one thing too strongly. We can put our faith in God and this and that and the other. We might be disappointed from time to time and feel like we need other things, other crutches, other coping strategies, whatever. Such as, one moment, Lisa, thank you. Such as, perhaps, the music, the dance, going to places, socializing, cooking, writing, YouTubing, and trying to stay alive. But yeah, so basically, So, one thing I would say is that, yes, family is family. They're the people that we have in our lives because mostly we're meant to. However, if they are toxic, if they are not healthy to be around, just because they're family does not mean that we are required to. Just because, somebody has the title of a parent does not mean that they can disrespect us or that they can say, well, I can do it because I'm your mother. There are certain things that nobody should do, regardless of if they're your parent or not. And so, anybody who relates to this, we all deserve respect and kindness, empathy, sure, understanding, but we have to think of our own well-being, yeah. So, like G, thanks for the like. G, in the GNC, would like to see my folks this Christmas, probably. But if any family is watching this, and there's not many, and we're not closely connected, and I'm thinking probably not. But if there is, and I think it's just Mama Gina now, and you're like family kind of, and you have lots of other family, and you had said something here about that I really would like to address, and hopefully you're still here to hear me doing it. Was ever around for a party. We've got all four of you here now, and nothing to look forward to the rest of the year. And it's right. In fact, my grandfather was he wasn't the first. I think he was the fourth. And we have four of you here and 4 likes, but some of those are already there. So the ones that haven't liked yet, I hope you will. I hope you're subscribed and hit the notification button. But yeah, hitting all kinds of good Guinness records lately. What do you mean nothing to look forward to all year? We can have all kinds of uncertainty. We can have had a hard life where we just feel like it's going to be more of the same. And I get that. And I also understand sometimes how it's hard to find things to look forward to, hard to find reasons to get out of bed sometimes. You do have your children. You have grandkids, apparently. Here I thought you just had 2 teenagers. Little did I know I had a whole bunch of birthdays to pull off the tearaway calendar. You have friendship. You have purpose, and you're giving somebody purpose who deserved it, unlike a certain somebody else, running a certain group. You know what I mean? And which is a very important group for people that relate to some of these things that we're talking about and who it's important to. So I keep seeing ha 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 and reading Hannah. Who's Hannah? And why is she so hard-headed? And there's two people here, and one of them's probably Hannah, and they're like, why am I what? What did you say? It's a song. It's a song about a girl in a thong. Who's hard-headed? Isn't our head hard? You know what I mean, don't you? You mean what I know? Okay, good. Huh. I don't know if I want to sing that song. Do I want to sing another song? With the things going on in the world? Maybe not. But I wouldn't mind ending this in a song. Even if I'm saying little snippets of things, I wouldn't mind ending this with a song. So if you have a song request, and I know it's a good time when you're here, right? I mean, and not to hit my own bugle, but I'm pretty enjoyable to listen to and chat with, aren't I? So, I mean, I don't want to keep you from the things if you really must do them today. There's always things to talk about. There's always other podcasts on which to do it. Other live streams that I'll do in which to do them. But if you have something that can only be on this date, or you've been waiting to get to for a long time, I really don't want to keep you from it. Like, well, it's just a couple of errands that I can do any old time. I did my phone call. So I'm here for the long haul. Am I accurate, or it's okay either way? Just let me know. Well, I'm as accurate as me, I'll tell you that much right now. And I'm also getting hungry. It's only 10:45. I thought it was at least 11:30 going on 12. I thought I was at least 30 going on 20. You know? But I thought we were at least... Never mind. But, I'm hungry. Well, you know what? 11 is the earliest I'd have lunch. So maybe I'll have some lunch. Amazing Grace is always a great... I don't know why you're calling it that. I have company coming this weekend, so I honestly do have a lot to do around home. And hopefully your family helps with it. And, hopefully they don't judge, if the place looks lived in. If I forget the other phrase I told G on the weekend. It's easy for things to kind of pile up and for things to kind of get disorganized, and especially when there's more than one person living in a home. And often when there's one person living in a home. Amazing Grace is one of those ones I feel mixy about, including stuff from that certain musical. Stuff from another musical, maybe. Something else, maybe. And then I might wrap this up. It's been 2 hours. I'm tired. But there's 3 of you here. And we are at 40%, which is just enough time for 2 song requests on the keyboard. Or the guitar. Or the piano. You pick. Just not the songs I told what it is. I didn't really like that. To be honest, not as much as I thought I did. I didn't like you as much as I thought I did either. Take it back now. Right, it was me that said that? Okay, good. So you do love me? Okay, good. Thank you. That's all I needed to know. Just say that you love me when the sun comes out and the stars are and there's not another living soul around. You love me until the sun comes up and you say that you love me. You're like, what on earth was that? Was that a love song to me? I hope not. Only if you want it to be. Just kidding. I am looking for green onions, but I still don't know the song. I came across 2 things about it in a playlist the other night. I think this is what I prefer more. And then we'll see if I have a fancy dinner tonight or if it's just noodles. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want, but I want it now. Anyway, I am feeling musical. I am feeling energized by you all. So, Mama Gina, are you still there? You know what? You can also keep this playing in the background. If that's what your plans are, is housework. This is great background stuff as well. Pop in occasionally. I'm all good with it, yo. All good with it. I should bring the dog down soon though. Oh, and there's another one of these. I'm going to have to search for that. So I'm going to be doing some housework too, and I dread it. I struggle with it. I did some on the weekend. I did some this morning. Isn't that good enough? Good enough? We don't have company very often except for online. Unless we show them, they don't know. So, and they're like, yes, I remember that counter you showed us recently. Oh my gosh, I'm still having PTSD about it. Not to joke about PTSD. I mean, it's a serious thing. But I would say it looks a little tidier. Okay, thanks. Thanks for dropping by. I keep noticing an aroma in here. I'm not sure what's causing it because it's not that. I don't know. Must be me. I smell like lunch. Anyway, it's very mild. It's very mild, but it's there. And there was something else I was wondering about, or maybe it was that, locating that. And I'm looking, I'm thinking, yeah, no, things aren't really that messy. So, anywho. So I shall eat. I shall go retrieve the dog, who is not a retriever, but does retrieve. And what else? And refill this. That's the one thing about having that in here. Maybe that's why I moved it. Because I'm not going to do as much prep work over here because of clutter. So it would make more sense to put it here probably. Not right in front of the microwave, but there. I don't know, 4 likes is good. I mean, okay, sometimes you get into the hype and the momentum, and okay, I can sit here and say, oh, it's about the quality of the conversations. It's about the content that you're putting out. I'm not going to say it's not about numbers. Numbers come secondary. And sometimes there's glitches, or sometimes people mean to hit a like and they forget or whatever. Sometimes people would hit it more than once if they could. So, we can't go by that too much. But I'm just sitting here thinking, oh, we've got 4 likes. Let's get 4 more. Or at least 3. Lucky 7. 8 doubled is a sweet 16. 9 doubled is a legal age for a few things. I don't know, I'm being a goof. It happens, folks, from times to time. Times to time? Or time to times? I don't know. Both. Oh my gosh. My energy level is starting to dip though, so just be aware of that and act accordingly. And I don't need the suction thing. I need the sanction thing, whatever that means. What does that word mean again? Do I want to know? You're like, I don't know. So, we are now at the portion of this where I'm having a brunchy thingy-majig. There is actually something I'm somewhat craving to have with it, but we don't have it. It may be controversial, but, takes all types, and I'm not meaning it. And I understand you. And you're like, what on earth are you talking about? I don't know if I want to get into that topic, but here's a random topic to get into that I bet you never would have thought you would hear about when you came to YouTube today. But this is the internet, and I am me. So you'll hear about a lot of things. But I try to, and I understand because I understand. Like, I try to make it nothing too, definitely not graphic, not vulgar. Every now and then I may have a bit of a slip up with a word that some may say is a cuss word that is a very mild thing, and take it in the context it's taken on and ignore it if you don't like it. It's never personally directed. I'm going to take a breath and not speak so monotone because I'm not like that. So anywho, but I saw a show recently, a performance at a festival, and it had a title that makes me think of the thing that I want to have with this, which is not the thing I'm going to mention, which I most certainly do not want to have with this, and I hope nobody does. And if you do, don't tell me. But there is a certain type of animal, about yay big, that in certain places in the world, I'm not sure where, they have, I don't even know if I should say it. I don't want to disturb people for life. Maybe I should just say people are really weird sometimes, and they do weird things to win money or to do weird things. uh, and we don't need to talk about that because sometimes it's best to not be reminded of that kind of stuff. You're like, he had all that build up and you're not going to tell us? Based on what I've said, type in WEAS later in video or Google connected to competitions, and maybe you'll find what I'm talking about. Get to the point? I eventually do. And it's amusing adventure along the way, hopefully. Even though it doesn't sound like you necessarily thought so. Praxis Habash. And G practices Bach. Anyway, I understand. I understand because I even joked about it, right? But patience is a virtue. But no, it's just saying what I said previously. It kind of I should But and yeah, we can talk about other weird stuff, perhaps. Maybe not. I don't know. See, my threshold for weird, it's like, you must be pretty high since you're you. Not as high as you might think, but kind of. Because I am me. Just kidding. Anywho. I told you what to search. You can go search it. Maybe you'll find it. Maybe you'll find something completely different. Come back to me and tell me what you found later or something. I don't know. In the meantime, I'm going to make my quesadilla. Case in point. Hang on, not right here. I'm going to think of Ray. I'm going to, yeah. I think that Grandma Lynn might pop in. Well, let's see what this is, but what am I more? Sorry, I should have realized that maybe I wouldn't want to actually verbalize it and that maybe I shouldn't lead up to it like that, but oh well, I did. So, I mean, forgive me. I just asked for your forgiveness. Like, you can ask, but you ain't gonna get it. Oh, come on. Be a good person. Yeah, it's not my kind of thing. Just kidding. I mean, if you struggle with it, you can certainly get better at it. And it's worthwhile. I mean, does it make things sometimes challenging? Because, sometimes, sometimes it will. But it's a lot better than being a bad person. That's all I can say. And I think that if we all aim to be good people that love and know that that's what we would want from others, and that that's what we should give, then we're living our life right. Even if we may be struggling to reach goals or things we want to do in our life, as long again, being a good and loving person that does not guarantee that you will reach your goals and such, but you at least know that you have a good soul. A pure soul. That, and then if you come on YouTube, in some ways you can help yourself reach those goals by live streaming and being you and being authentic and, doing the kind of things I'm doing. Making lunch and all that stuff. And you will not need to be jealous because you can have it too, in your own unique and special way. Now, if that's not a good way to wrap up, I don't know what is. But it's not like I've got anything I'm rushing to at the moment. So, I don't know. There's a part of me that would like to do some more music from you. And if you don't like my sense of humor, I have a feeling you will like me shaking these raps at you. No, you will like me doing music. And you'll want to like and subscribe and hit the notifications. But And that's not me being egotistical. It's me having been musical all my life and knowing that I can do it well. But that would require a song request, and I don't have a lot of energy now that I've been rolling for 2 hours and 2.5 hours almost. And I started not long after I woke up today, so imagine being me for a moment. Like, yeah, I don't know how you would do it, to be honest. But yet, here you are, doing it. Yet I am. Oh yeah, right. Hey, why? What? Oh, I see. What is it? Okay. I think I'm going to wrap up because aside from lunch, and holy smokes, that bubbled. It might have to cool off. Or I'll just have some dips with it. Nobody's watching, so maybe I don't need to say. I'll just say that I feel like it's time that I wrap up for now and put a bow on it. I have a fellow live streamer I'm going to go check out. It looks like he's not doing music today. Looks like he's doing stuff in his kitchen too. See, I'm not the only one, but I'm one of the greats. So I hope that you see that. And if you're just tuning in just now for the first time, okay, I think I'm going to wrap up. Take care. Bye.